Good evening, Capricorn. Welcome into a love reading for you. Today is Valentine's Day. And people in love, welcome into this reading, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, with Venus and Jupiter in your individual planetary position, guys. This reading will be specifically for people in love. Old love, new love, reconciliation, broken hearts, anything that has happened in your story of love, guys. And we'll see what the energies are. Let's welcome our spirit guide, our angel, our ancestors, and my divine source into this reading for you, Capricorn. And let's see what's going on in your love situation, guys. Let's see what is going on in your love situation and we'll take it from there, okay? We'll, of course, do clarifiers too so that we have more knowledge about the energy. Work on your partnership. Okay, so there is something they're telling you guys that you have to put in some effort. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, so some of you guys will have to put in some effort in a partnership, but at the same time, there is some kind of divine timing because you guys could be away from one another. Separation. Okay, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, new love could be your new person or it could be somebody who is re-entering your life, with some new situation as well. That also could be a part. Heart-to-heart conversation. Wedding. Yeah, playfulness. Okay. There is a conversation that is required to happen, but it is time to work on your partnership as well. So there could be problems in that area right now that you guys are going through, and you will receive some kind of, what's that called? A problem will be resolved, but at this moment, what I see here is that definitely there is a part of the story which is talking about a separation. So let's see. Give your relationship a chance. So maybe some of you could be saying no to something at this point. That's what it is. Somebody is trying to come back to you and you're not interested. For some of you, y'all are kind of trying to keep away from that energy, maybe not responding to calls, to text around this portion in time, not trying to pay attention, although somewhere there is the connection that you still have, Capricorn, right? But what has happened in here is what I'm getting, guys, is that one of you, y'all have been hurt maybe. There could be a feeling of hurt, grievance, emotionally, you're probably feeling very dissatisfied with the situation in here, but we'll see. Worth waiting for. So what Spirit is saying, don't get upset. Don't get upset. There are things working for you or working with you, right? But you have to wait. Because obviously y'all are not together at this point is what I'm seeing right now. But even though you guys are not together, y'all are always connected. Y'all are always thinking about one another. So let's see, worth waiting for. What's my spirit is trying to say here. So what Spirit is saying, don't get upset about, because you could be upset about this situation and you don't want to really move into this relationship, right? You're perhaps having that emotional purging at this point. But, even though you guys are separated, not together at this point, you all are still somewhere telepathically connected. Mentally, you all are still talking. I mean, there is still mental connection. Separation. So you have not really you have not really cut off. Like you all have not really parted ways in the way that, where you don't think about each other, you don't want to talk about, you don't even consider giving that situation a thought. It's not that. It's not that. It is something that the connection is still there, but maybe physical proximity is not there. For some of you is what I see at this point, right? There is no physical proximity for some of you. And that could be, the longing, the desire is very much there, right? You could be feeling that sense of longing, desire for each other around this portion in time because, like I said, because the physical proximity is not really here at this point, right? But we'll see. So give your relationship a chance. Don't get worried about this situation, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, there could have been differences in your story here before. It's also a learning lesson where, there has been conflict, there has been drama, there has been argument. And it's because the person that you're connected with, or to Capricorn, that person could have different feelings of expression, different thoughts, right? Could be different in their way of their personality. And that could be creating a lot of drama, a lot of conflict between the two, where there could be more so arguments, not too heavy arguments, but petty arguments and things like that, right? But it is also a learning lesson that two people cannot exactly be the same kind. Then it's called cloning. And nobody is cloned here, right? So people are going to come from different places, different cultures, different backgrounds, and stuff like that, right? So there is going to be a lot of differences. No questions asked, right? So you won't find exactly somebody you think is just like you, thinks like you, talks like you, can read your mind. It doesn't happen, right? It really doesn't happen. However good the person could be, the person could have flaws. You could have flaws, right? Because you think you are perfect, you may not be perfect in the eyes of the person you are connected with. So that could bring about, or that could have raised differences between the two of you, right? Where it's not a big difference, but it's a little bit kind of drama, where it's like, I don't want to talk to you, you keep the phone down, you don't respond to the text, right? You're angry, but you're not being able to express that anger, but you're kind of trying to make your point across. You are trying to win over an argument sometimes, right? That what you say is right and the other person is not at all right. That kind, like what you think, what you say is the ultimate. What the other person says, what the other person thinks is not right for you. You are the right, Mr. Right or Miss Right, right? So anyway, that kind of an atmosphere. So that could be a learning lesson that could have happened in your case as well, Capricorn, right? But we'll see. Nothing to worry about. All right. So give your partnership a chance. So somebody over here clearly is waiting to talk to you, Capricorn. They are waiting. Maybe, like I said, the physical proximity is not there. They are waiting for you to come back. But at the same time, they are also trying to hold on to your to this partnership, and you two are trying to do the same. But you could be the person here, Capricorn, who could be a little bit upset. You're not, like I said, you're not really considering giving up the situation, but then at the same time, you're very distressed about the whole situation. So this is the time what I'm getting, guys. Let's see, we'll clarify. If somebody is waiting, somebody is moving themselves out maybe of a situation they have been in. Maybe they had a past commitment, we'll see. Or they want a commitment with you and they're waiting to come forward and tell you that, but the timing is not yet here at this point. So we'll see. Let's see. But this person could have had challenges before, right? And this challenge could be the personal challenge of this person, which could be you or your better half or the person you're connected with. Take it in the way, because these energies can flip, right? So take it in the way. It can be your energy. It can be the energy of somebody you're connected with. So whatever resonates in your case. But with the Three of Wands, it's definitely somebody who is waiting to clarify situations. Because what I get is, guys, that there has been a mistake maybe this person has made with you or you with them. Doesn't matter. But this mistake is kind of created the distress in this relationship, right? And this is something that has to be clarified, has to be told, has to be expressed, has to be has to be cleared, basically, right? So we'll see. With the Three of Wands, somebody, the timing is not here as of now. Maybe you're away or the person is away and you all are not meeting each other right now. So there is new opportunity that is coming up in here for somebody here, right? With regards to maybe resolving the issue, but it is going to take a little bit of a time, right? Yeah, the King of Cups, right? Somebody is trying to wait and tell you how they really feel about you. They want to express that situation. Maybe this person earlier could have been very emotionally aloof, right? Has not expressed their true emotion. For some of you, I'm even getting that. This person could be a Cancer, Pisces, a Scorpio energy that you're connected with at this point. But somebody who is who was very material part of the story was a little bit more in their case, is what I'm getting, and but now they want you, Capricorn. They definitely want you, right? Or you them, doesn't matter, like I said. But the timing is not here because there has been some kind of an injustice that has occurred, where things have to be set right. Things have to be set right. Where this relationship has been going through some kind of stress or has been in a stressful situation for some time, right? So, what I'm getting is that a lot of emotional clarity is required more so here, right? For a right new beginning. Because either you or this person, or both of you, you'll definitely want to move forward towards a new beginning. And it is definitely the case in here, right? But then at the same time, the new beginning has to start with the right balance. With the right balance. So some of you, he or she, whoever is connected with you, Capricorn, or you with them, probably wants to make the situation legal, right? So that in the tangible world, your relationship becomes more, it is legalized, right? Nobody can talk about it. Nobody can say anything. Let's look at the Four of Wands. Somebody definitely wants to bring in a new legal relationship. Something that is on pen and paper, is on paper, right? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, yeah, because there has been a situation where earlier I'm getting this person or this energy, the Seven of Swords, has not taken responsibility for their own action. That is where this relationship has come through under a lot of stress, where it could be possible, Capricorn, that you now, you are not believing, or your trust is kind of being deceived, right? Somebody has betrayed your trust over here, right? So, and this is something to do with celebration, marriage, commitment, engagement, whatever that situation. Somebody could have told you that, oh yeah, let's get married, let's celebrate, let's make this situation legal, right? But then at the same point in time, that person or that energy, somebody has not been able to keep up with that kind of um, a promise, a commitment, right? And they have the situation, somebody over here has betrayed you, or you have betrayed somebody. It could be anything over this situation of a commitment in here, right? Has not kept their word. So the situation is coming to a, and this could be because what I'm getting also is the fact that there is some amount of baggage this situation was carrying previously, where the vows were broken, maybe whatever commitment vows you guys have had together were not kept. And this could be the reason today where you are keeping your eyes closed, right? Where somebody is closing their eyes and saying, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to go to the future. I basically don't want to do anything with this, because this is all coming from a past hurt situation, right? Where somebody has really hurt you, betrayed your trust, deceived you, lied to you probably about certain things that they did not really open up and say here, right? But somebody who has been very sneaky, somebody who has been, you could have, it also could be that you had complete trust on this individual, and you believed this person, and this person played very dirty behind your back, right? Behind your back. Yeah, that's what it is, right? So today what has happened in here, guys, is today what has happened is that you have lost your faith and trust, Capricorn, on this situation, right? And this is where you're coming to the point of understanding that until, with the Ace of Swords, until you know the truth, until you hear the truth, you are not ready to believe anything. You're not ready to open up. You're not ready to communicate about this situation. So you're probably waiting for somebody over here to come forward and say the truth before you let the truth, be absorbed. So it is the situation where you are very, to me, it looks like someone over here is very stern about their own understanding here, right? With the lovers. Because anything to do with love, there has to be honesty, there has to be trust, right? And so lovers is all about that honesty, trust, not hiding anything between two people, being very open about relationships, right? I mean, heart to heart, there's nothing to hide over here. There is nothing to fear from each other. That kind of a relationship is required, which is where Three of Swords, yeah, which is where a lot of things have been hidden. A lot of things have been lied about, right? Somebody has hidden things from you, has not openly communicated things with you, possibly. Somebody who loves you, but did not keep up with that energy. They were scared of something, maybe. they were trying to hide something from you because they did not feel that they can really tell you everything, maybe that kind, but they have definitely lied to you. They have definitely hurt you, cheated you maybe as well. So, yeah, just talk to me about the Three of Swords. So, that has been a lot of grief and sorrow right here, Capricorn, for you, right? And this is where you discovered, and once you discovered, you have felt betrayed, maybe, yeah, the Tower, right? Which is where you completely woke up to your reality, right? That this is not the story you want. You don't want people to tell you the wrong things. This situation has taken you in the wrong way, has caught you in the wrong way, where suddenly you wake up one day and you're like, what the hell happened? Why didn't I see this before? Right? Where was the clarity? I didn't see this before. Right? And so this is where you're kind of uh, yeah, you're kind of doing a lot of soul searching over this situation here, Capricorn, at this point in time. Because, see, when you love somebody, when you actually believe in somebody, you trust somebody, you want to pour your heart out, no matter whatever it is, You want to tell them what your problem is. You want the other person to listen to you. Maybe not just give you any advice, just listen to you, right? But that situation did not happen because somebody was playing dirty, behind your back, Capricorn. They were not telling you the truth, which is where today you're like, you don't want to hear. Maybe some of you are quite stubborn and you're like telling yourself that you don't even want to hear, or don't even want to communicate because you're not believing this person. That whatever person will tell you, because once you deceive somebody, you lose that faith, you lose the trust. And now that belief, that trust is very difficult to gather back, right? So this is where you are kind of, because you believed in that person. You trusted that energy, right? It's a Gemini energy, somebody who was very witty, humorous, right? Versatile kind of an energy, could talk a lot, wanted you to talk with them, and you must have opened your heart and said a lot of things. That's the kind of lover's energy should be, where both guys can communicate, can talk freely without make each other laugh, make each other smile, right? Without any kind of judgment call, right? But this is where there was a problem. There was a problem that happened, which kind of broke your heart, Capricorn, which kind of broke your heart, and it has been a very painful situation for you. Maybe this is because you discovered that this person was being sneaky behind your back, and they were probably cheating on you, or they were probably having another affair, right? Or they were not telling you the truth, something of that kind, right? So this is where there was a sudden, shift in your understanding as well. When that pain happened, it was so painful that you kind of suddenly decided that I just need to change. There was a change, right? There was a change towards the Page of Wands, right? Towards something different you want to do now. You want to do, and you're kind of with the Hermit, you're thinking. You're thinking about something that could be more interesting in your life that you're probably working towards, which kind of redirects and refocuses your attention in life, right? Something that is unknown to you. There has been a shift because you want to get away from that heartbreak. You want to move away from that pain. So you're thinking about something creative, right? You're thinking, maybe some of you are thinking about traveling, taking off in a different direction, right? Doing something like that. But, at the same point in time, you are perhaps the hermit, right? You're perhaps doing a lot of soul searching, if at all you should stay in this relationship. Maybe because some of you are deciding that it's time for you to part ways, right? You don't want to be a part of this journey anymore. You have been so hurt that your whole thinking has become different kind of a situation. But then with the hermit, you know that it is not possible for you to do that. It's like you're ghosting yourself thinking like that. You're not seriously considering doing this, even though you do want to do this, even though you want to kind of you know maybe throw a tantrum on this situation for some of you, because you're so angry over this situation, where your energy has shifted, where you no longer feel the need to keep your tantrums in check. It also could be that, right? So where you just want to holler and yell and let your frustration out. For some of you, tell the other person, like, get out, I don't want you, I had enough of you, kind of a situation you do. But then you're not being able to say that. You're not being able to say that because you're thinking about it, but then there is some logical understanding and critical analysis of your own situation where you want to do it. Like, you had enough, don't come near me, don't step in my zone. But this is also an effect, where you're ghosting yourself. You're not really actually not considering doing that kind of an energy is what I'm getting, right? So this is where this situation is at this point in time, guys, where you're kind of feeling a little bit, let down, energetically feeling angry. I had enough of you. I had enough of your drama, kind of a situation. I don't need to hear more. I don't want to see you anymore. But Spirit is saying, work on this partnership, right? Do something. Five of Pentacles, right? Because this is this partnership, and both of you, now you're coming to the point of understanding that, this is not just about one person. Both of you guys over here are feeling that same energy, where you all are feeling that lack of one another, basically, and feeling very left out without one another here, feeling very wounded. You all want that comfort. You all want to be comforted with one another, right? You all want that touch, because a lot of things have gone wrong. It's like, that touch, the proximity, the human touch, right? That makes it a lot better. See, when a child is small, gets hurt, the child comes running to the mother, and the mother immediately, envelops the child in her arms and kisses her, comforts her. What is she doing basically? Is she is giving that human comfort, right? She's just nurturing the pain in a way that the child is feeling more comfortable, and finally the pain kind of leaves the situation. So this situation is also something that comfort, that nurture, of being with one another after a battle, kind of a situation where you guys have been wounded, and somebody wants to return back in your arms, in your arms. And that person wants you to be holding him or her so that he or she can be comforted over this situation. Please talk to me about the Five of Pentacles, right? Which is a feeling that comes after a lot of struggle, wound. I know when somebody returns back home, like I said, after being wounded, all that the person wants and needs is a little bit of comfort with somebody who they have, who they can place their trust upon, and who they feel comfortable being with, right? And this is where judgment comes, right? This is a new awakening, a new epiphany, a new understanding, a birth, a rebirth that is waiting to happen over this situation. So that's what they're saying. Don't give up on this situation, guys. Hold on, because this situation where is changing. So you just have to be working on this relationship, right? Just don't let this go at this point, because there is a turning point that will happen in here. There will be a sudden epiphany, an awakening to the whole situation here, uh, between the two of you, right? Which is a rebirth, which is again restart of this journey for you or with you, with the other person, right? Now, again, they're saying divine timing is at work in your love life. So you have to wait for it. Things are changing, right? Things are changing, a lot of realizations, a lot of learning lessons about this situation that you all actually cannot do without each other, unfortunately. Whatever, however bad or good that other person could have been with you or you with them, Capricorn. So, yeah, it's an understanding of the whole thing right here. That's karma. That karma is, a part of this story as well, where karma has made you suffer, where karma has taught you a lesson. But now karma wants to come back and give you a better life on this situation. So let's see. So with the worth waiting for, guys, Hangman, King, Queen, I'm sorry, in the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So clearly you are undecided here. You are undecided whether you want to stay in this situation and keep hanging, or whether it's time for you, to slowly move out of this situation. You are kind of thinking about it. You're not very decided about this situation as of now is what I'm getting. But you're thinking about it. Whether you want to stay put in this situation but keep hanging till such time, the whole situation kind of changes. Or do you want to, because you're feeling somewhere, you're also kind of feeling trapped over this situation because you're not being able to really decide over this situation. You're trying to understand what you want to do, right? Please talk to me about the Hanged Man. So clearly you are undecided if you want to still stay in this relationship or not. Yeah, because it's also a matter of divine timing here, guys. But you're not sure because somewhere you are undecided. Yeah, and you're feeling that, because consciously you're trying to come to a decision here. Consciously you're focused on something that you want to take a decision, but you're kind of doing it very slowly, Capricorn. You're working on your conscious decision over this situation here, right? You're trying to see what your situation looks like to you as well. And you're worried about something for sure. You're very stressed about this situation, Capricorn, right? About whether you really want to move forward or not. You're very worried about this situation because consciously, okay, see, the thing is over here that no action is happening right now. You're left hanging or you have left the other person hanging. Now, the question over here, what I'm getting, guys, is that whether you want to be here or you don't want to be here. That is your situation. Whether you're going to wait for this situation to come to a fruition or you just want to leave and let go of it. That's the story here, right? So consciously you are, consciously you're working on a decision here, right? Consciously, it's a divine timing that will give you the right answer to this situation. But then at the same time, it's like that, that you're stressed about it, because you really don't know if this is, if you're going to keep hanging over this, or something will change finally, some situation will move finally. You're not sure about this, right? Because you do know that you're consciously doing your due diligence of trying to wait here or go very slow as well. For some of you, right, your progress is very slow because you're consciously progressing very slowly. And that also could be because, like I said, you're very stressed. So you really are not sure if you want to go forward with this. Because you know why? There is a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety you're feeling at this point in time over this situation. Because consciously, your conscious is telling you to move forward very slowly, right? To move forward very slowly. This is your energy. But then when it comes to your logical part of the story, in your consciousness, you're very tired of this situation, because it also could be that you're waiting for a long time over this situation, right? So you don't know. The Knight of Pentacles. You're insecure about this situation. You're not trusting this situation with something. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, right? It's a lot of stress, guys. A lot of responsibilities, could be a lot of stress over the situation as well. Yeah, you're feeling stuck in here, Capricorn. You definitely are feeling stuck with this love situation here, because the Queen of Cups with somebody you love or somebody loves you, right? But then thing is that it's also a matter of divine timing that will resolve issues. So you have to wait for the situation, or somebody has to wait for you, right? But at the same point in time, it also could be that you're carrying a load of responsibilities, or you're carrying a heavy load because of this waiting period too, for some of you, right? This waiting period is like feeling very very heavy on you, right? Because with the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups, there is a connection here, right? Which is again all about emotions. You want to say a lot maybe to somebody, uh, you know, but at the same time, you are insecure about the whole situation. You don't know if you should open up and talk about it, or somebody doesn't really know how to approach you. That also could be a part. So it's like carrying a lot of load on your shoulders, where you're feeling very heavy because of this situation, because you're kind of stuck here, Capricorn, or somebody is stuck with you. They're not being able to move, right? Because the divine timing is still not here at this point. That's where the problem is, right? So a lot of situations that could have moved easily is not moving, because the time is not yet right, or the time is still not here. Again, the Four of Pentacles. So this could be a situation where you have to stay put, right? And all you can do is think about the situation, but it also feels like a lot of burden is on your shoulder that you want to get out, you want to let it out, you want to tell the truth and be done with it, right? That kind of a feeling. But again, you have to wait for the timing. At this point is not in your hands, Capricorn, right? So this is about death. Like, there will be a change of this situation, but you have to wait for it. You have to wait for it. The stuck situation will be over. You will get a chance. The other person will get a chance. Talk to me about death. But it is about, you welcoming a change of understanding, maybe, of letting the old go. Something will change. And this is a planned change that's happening here. You're planning on a change, Capricorn, because again, this is 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. This is your energy. So you're definitely working on an expansion, a plan of expansion, right? To change a situation here. You don't want to remain stuck. Okay, but you have to wait, because this is again all about the timing. But there is some kind of expansion, planning of expansion in a different direction is working in your life, Capricorn. Where you want to come out of this stuck situation, there is a plan in action. This is a very, very slow planning, progressively planning action, where you're feeling a little bit anxious about the whole situation as well, Capricorn. But we'll see. Worth waiting for. So there is something that you are thinking about. If this is your energy, the 3 of Pentacles is talking, the Hermit. See, definitely a lot of soul searching is on at this point in time. Definitely a lot of soul searching is on at this point in time, where you are trying to understand if you can really work on this plan in here. Please talk to me about the Hermit, right? Of expansion of your own karma as well too, right? Something that brings back your good luck, your good fortune, something that makes you happy, right? The Queen of Pentacles. Because you could somehow, you're looking at a very practical approach in here, because this is your energy too, Capricorn. You could possibly be looking at a very practical approach towards this situation. You don't want to rush things in, right? You're going very slow and steady on this part of the story, right? So you're taking your time. You're taking your time to get unstuck from a situation where you possibly have been hanging in for a long time, not being able to move in whatever direction you needed to move or you want to move. So now the time is here. I mean, it's not here. The divine time will be here. But now that particular time is here, where you are working on a very practical plan of grounding yourself with your money, with your job, right? And you're working on your own energy to see how you can be successful in here. Once again, taking a very cool and composed and practical approach towards your difficulties, towards your resolving your own problems, right? So this is what the story is on at this point in time, which is where separation, which is where I said, that you guys are not in proximity with one another at this point in time. So it also could be that some of you guys will be thinking of moving together, of moving in together, right? Changing your locations, doing something to stay together, come together, some kind of, a situation like that is slowly building up. And that will happen with the divine timing is here. But it also could be a possibility that you're thinking about this situation in here, where there are a lot of changes that will have to be made to be unstuck from a situation. So you need a very grounded and practical approach towards that situation, is where you are definitely putting in a lot of work as well, right? How to be practical at this point. So there is a time apart, right, at this point, which is the Nine of Pentacles, your energy, the Devil, and the Page of Wand. So, like I said, you are restricting a lot of situation. There is a lot of restriction in your life at this point, Capricorn, and this is again your energy. You could be implying your own restrictions on yourself at this moment. You're not letting things out. You're keeping a lot of things very tight. You're imposing some self restriction. And this is a shadow energy, right? This is a very shadow energy where you are kind of, uh, working on your finances, maybe at this point for some of you, working on your material harvest, working to become more independent monetarily, right? So that you can expand, you can move forward if you have the money. And possibly you are thinking of coming back together over here at this point. So this situation will be moving, right? From a very difficult portion will gradually move, but it is going to be a little bit of a time factor in here where you could be planning to be again in the same house, in the same place with the person you love and you care for. So you could be putting a lot of restriction over your own shadow side, where probably and more so monetarily. Please talk to me about the Nine of Pentacles, where you're probably still working at this point, Capricorn. You're working, you're earning, but you could be putting a lot of restriction on the amount of money you spend here at this point. The Five of Wands, yeah, because again, like I said, yeah, the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, yeah, you're desiring a change from that whole situation as well, right? You want to get out of that conflict. For some of you, you are becoming more self independent. For some of you, you are making sure that you don't fight anymore. You don't want to argue, you don't want to fight, because you are in the Nine of Pentacles, where you feel more comfortable, or you will be feeling more comfortable with your own earnings, with your own material harvest, right? With your own fruits of labor that you are gathering. So you possibly also want to leave a situation where you don't want conflict, you don't want drama in your life, right? You don't want conflict, you don't want drama, because you could be an independent person, Capricorn, the Devil. So subconsciously you could be restricting situations that can create conflict in your life as well. Let's see. Yeah, you're putting up boundaries. Yeah, subconsciously in your shadow energy, you will be putting up boundaries against any kind of conflict that wants to enter your life. You don't want to entertain anybody who will bring in a lot of problems, or who might create problems in your life. So subconsciously, you are restricting, you're putting up boundaries in your life, Capricorn, because with the Page of Wand, you definitely want to move. You perhaps, okay, this is also what I'm getting for some of you, right? You're putting up boundaries against all kind of drama and stuff like that. It's because you want to give yourself time to really think well, right? But if you're engaged in drama, if you're engaged in conflict, in all that kind of situation, you're trying to cut yourself out. You're trying to move out, you're trying to single out yourself from any kind of conflict and drama, because again, like I said, in your shadow subconscious energy, you're putting a barrier, you're putting a boundary against that situation or those situations or people in your life who can bring in problems. And you don't want to do that, right? Because with the Page of Wands, you probably want to give yourself enough time to think about coming back together, the Two of Swords, right? Yeah, where perhaps you had not opened your eyes to the story before, that you have options. Okay, all right, hold on, guys. The thing about this situation is, Capricorn, is what I'm getting, guys, is that you now want to expand, right? You want to expand, maybe stay together, come back together, but you all don't know how to do it. I mean, that was the situation before, is what I'm getting. But as you are blocking out conflict, or you will be blocking out drama, conflict, argument with petty people, you're saving on your energy, right? As you are putting barricades up. Okay, somebody comes to you with a difficulty, you like, I don't want to hear it, go resolve it yourself. That kind of a situation, right? I'm not involved. If you have a problem, you have a solution, go find that out. I don't involve me in that whole game, in the whole drama. That kind of a situation is developing in your life, Capricorn. It's only developing because now your focus is changing towards a certain direction of your life where you're planning something different, right? Where earlier, with the Two of Swords, you could not see through. You had kept your eyes and, ears all shut. You did not take, it was a very stalemate energy that you had with regards to your ideas, more so. Because, again, Seven of Cups, you could not see any option here. You could not think in alternatively. You know what I mean? That there could be a chance that, something in your life that you probably have not really worked on can actually be worked upon. Or what you could have thought was impossible, that could not happen, can actually happen. Right? But you had not seen that option. You had not worked on options you have had. That's because you did not believe that you had any options. Please talk to me about the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Right? That's where the universe is saying, if you don't work on your options, if you don't open your eyes, if you don't see that world has options, there are alternatives, right? Six of Pentacles. You will not be able to do it, right? So options are required here. You have options. You have to only choose them carefully. But thing is that, yeah, you haven't really worked on that option. Because this could be an option that requires money, time, energy, something that you're hanging upon, you have not really worked on at this point. You want to concentrate and work on that idea. So that's where you are barricading other things so that you can put your focus on a different matter, on a different subject altogether, where it's time for you to make some changes, and you need a lot of patience. You cannot get involved in drama and situations like that. So you need a lot of patience to reformat, restructure something in your life again that concerns an exchange, that concerns some kind of reciprocity of money, time, energy, whatever that situation, emotions, right? Whatever that situation, or monetary situation as well. Because separation, so this could be a part of this story where now you want to make an effort, or somebody wants to make an effort to come back together and be together, but for which, the King of Pentacles, right? For which there has to be necessary stability and monetary situations that needs to be worked on. that needs to be worked on, right? Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles here. This is again your energy. This is all about stability. This is all about money, finances, right? Something about that situation. Page of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Yeah, when you have realized, or you will be realizing, yeah, the King of Pentacles again. You definitely want to bring your wish fulfillment true here, guys. So you're working on your wish. You're definitely putting in a lot of mental energy on your wish fulfillment here. You want to go back and revisit situations. You want to go back and revisit places, situations, whatever that you have not been able to do for a long time. And it's been in your bucket list for a long time, where really you haven't really, you're understanding that situation, right? That you have delayed this situation for a long time. You really haven't taken action on this situation here, guys. There has been a delay over your own wish fulfillment in life. You really haven't worked on that story. And that wish fulfillment could be as simple as coming back together. But as you are separated from your partner, you truly are realizing that there are a lot of things in your life, Capricorn, that probably you need to go back and redo it, right? Redo it, kind of an energy I'm getting. But that's where you are barricading a lot of situations, is very clear, because the reason that's happening, like I said, it's because you are coming to a position of understanding that it's time for you. You cannot sit in a stalemate energy over this situation anymore. You have to do something about it. But because you haven't really opened up to the idea of looking at alternate solutions or options in your life. You haven't really worked on that area, is what I'm getting, right? Which is talking about the Six of Pentacles, right? Which is talking about some kind of, blending in of situation with one another, right? Where there is going to be a lot of patience that will be required to bring together a situation completely. But again, somewhere you have to do something about it. You just can't sit on the situation anymore. That's the point. You have to work on the situation, is what I'm getting. So the only way you can work on the situation is, when you can free your mind from other situations and come back to concentrate on something that is of an utmost importance to you, right? And this is where, like I said, this is where the separation is probably helping you guys. Is probably also helping you, because you are also probably getting time to reevaluate your decisions, to understand what you now need to do. If you want to stay together, what is the thing that you want to do together, for which what is required, right? What are the game plans? What are the actions? What are the things that is practical approach is required over this situation? Because they're, again, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, right? Again, there could be a connection on the in this, if you want to develop a tangible connection here with somebody you love, right? So if you want to develop a tangible connection with somebody you love, you definitely need to work on a plan in here, right? A game plan is required. And this is where there has been a delay on the situation, a delay on your own wish fulfillment, because somewhere you could have felt that monetary part of the situation was not suitable, was not convenient for you. But now you're definitely bringing back that confidence in your life, or you will bring back that confidence with a very practical approach, right? You will bring back a confidence in your life that you can do things. It is a possibility that you guys can come back. But this separation is also helping you, and that's where divine timing is keeping the two of you apart. It's only because karma is at work at this point, because around this point a lot of things are evolving, wishes are coming back, right? Situation will be better, where you can do a lot of things with your money, gaining that confidence that it is possible to take responsibility for your own wish fulfillment, to work for it, to do things. So you're kind of moving in that direction. You're kind of moving in that direction, where the separation is helping you to understand yourself better. The game plan is getting much better, right? So, yeah, so this is where the story is, guys. Enjoy this reading until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. Love you, Capricorn. See you once again.